I just want to get you a little bit of an update. Got a few more things done. You notice I put a screen on the back of the roll bar. Also, I did put the rubber foam padding on the bar, so when you bash your head into it, it won't knock you out. And I put the trim all the way around because it was kind of a sharp edge on the top, and just keep it from cutting you. Now you just kind of ricochet off. So got that finished. The arms are all on and painted. This is where I've been storing the thumb bracket, support bracket that goes on there. So it works out real good. The other thing I did is I put the Outriggers up in front here to while it's being transported. They just fit in those adapters that I made. And the nice thing about the adapters, the way they're set up, if you remember, I was going to put it down underneath this area down in here, but what I found out was that the Outriggers were too long and they would have been way back in this area back here. So as you can see, they're pretty tall. They're like 45 inches, and it was just too much. And then you couldn't get it in there and make the turn. So I figured, well, I'll just mount them up. That makes it even more convenient because now you just pick them up out of this, set them on the front, and then wait till you get the back adapter plate, this one, up on the front so that you can put them in. So it just makes it a little bit easier to make the transition. Also, I welded up a support across the top here. Also keeps it from getting filled with dirt, because every time I'd go out and use it, this thing would all be filled with dirt, and it was so heavy I could barely pick it up to knock the dirt out. So did that too. And the way this works down here is that this is short enough, and this is cut at a 45-degree angle. This will come out without taking the wheel out of the bracket. So you can put this on and off. It just comes in this way and then slides in, and you put the pin in, you're all set. So real simple. And I didn't put anything to hold these in because these are 18 inches high. So you have to hit one hell of a bump to knock them out of the sockets there. So that's why I did that. One other thing I did is I put a support on this side and the other side on the control panel, because I noticed that there's a lot of deflection when you're pulling the I've been pulling like two of them at a time, and when you really give it a good pull back, what it was doing was kind of bending the whole plate would sit there and then squat down in the back. So I put those braces on and stopped that from occurring. So that was another little added thing that I put on there. I think this is all I can do now. I think it's pretty much where I want it. Oh, no, I actually did something else. I put that down below here. If you notice, you see all the bolts. There's a piece of square channel that goes all the way around now. I cut it. It's like at a 135-degree angle. And I put it all together and made this all one piece. So I welded it together. This is all one piece all the way around. It's all formed and bolted through. It's all through bolted. And it really picks up the support there. Because I noticed that sometimes you get flexing here when you're using the to turn and manipulate the boom. So this is all beefed up, and that's a 2-inch channel, square channel, and it's 3/16 thick, so it's some really heavy-duty stuff. I had a little bit of it left over, so worked out. I ended up with about a 2-inch piece left over. So did that on both sides, and then you can see where on the other side I have the that little pan that I put on to keep the toolbox and the chain. So that goes right into that and mounts right in. So worked out real slick. I mean, it's very, very rigid now. You can stand and jump on the side of that plate there and nothing moves at all. So really firmed it up real good. Had it running today too. So just got on it and worked on it for a little bit because I had some work that I was doing, remounting the pump, getting it lined up perfect. Thing just hums along now. There's no, sometimes if you don't have them balanced in there just perfectly, you get kind of a rumble, and now it doesn't do it at all. So it's really balanced up real well. There's another look at the screen. All this is 3/16 roll steel, and then I welded each joint, and then I put it in a half inch. This is half-inch square stock, and then I put a 3/16 hole in here, and I offset it. So on one side where they're running vertical, it's mounted on this side of the square steel, and the horizontals are mounted on the opposite side so that they pass, and it's not bowed or anything. It actually looks like they're all straight. And then I just welded them in each one of the joints. Just gave a little bit of a spot, and it turned out real well. And then you could see I put a little piece of square steel stock as a spacer, and then I put an acorn nut. And this thing is perfect inside here. It's 7/16. All the little spacers are done at 7/16 all the way around. So turned out really very square. So, and these brackets help the top too, keep it from vibrating and that. So, well, there you have it. Pretty much got her all done. It's kind of a front view. I can do that. Get kind of an idea how that all fits in. Works good. And there's the thumb all mounted up. So turned out good. All right then. Well, if we do anything else, we'll be back. I don't know what more I can do. I was actually toying with the idea of enclosing the engine and make a fiberglass engine compartment. So I was thinking about that. Just wrap it and then bring it right down straight to the back here, and then right behind the seat, and then enclosing it and wrapping it all the way around. So that'd be cool. We'll see what happens. I got a lot of work to do, so this is pretty much at the end here of the time I have, because I still can't get it out of the garage. That's because it's been snowing, and it snowed even more today. So between the snowblower and working on this, I've been really half-stepping on all my other projects. Okay, we'll talk at you later.